This booking system was developed using Microsoft PowerApps. Its purpose is to make the process of referring a patient to a cardiology department and having them booked in for an appointment as efficient as possible. This solution shows how effective the use of Microsoft PowerApps is in developing a system for a required business process. The referring doctor can log into the system as such by selecting Referring Doctor from the options and entering their given username and password. This page will appear for 3 seconds as a successful login. Here on the landing page, the doctor can fill out a simple referral form that will be sent to administration staff in order for the patient to be booked in for an appointment. As can be seen from the demonstration, there are drop-down menus for the convenience of the referring doctor to choose from, and there is also hint text where necessary, such as for medical record number, if the patient is new, then they do not have an existing record number and do not have to fill out that section. Once happy with the referral form, the doctor can send the referral by pressing the button. A notification up at the top will appear once the referral is successfully sent. Doctors also have the option to view previously sent referrals by selecting the Sent Referrals option here. They can see all that has been sent. To get further information on the referrals that have been sent, they can simply press this button here, and it shows them the form that was previously filled out. Once finished with the system, the doctor can simply log out by pressing this log out icon here. Administration staff can then log in by selecting the administration option and entering their username and password also. On the administration landing page, the user can view the received referrals here, the list of them here, and the last one that was received is at the bottom of the list. From here, the admin can either edit the form, they can delete off the referral, or they can view the referral by selecting this button. Here they can see the form that was sent, and they have the option to, again, delete it or book the patient in for an appointment. We'll book it in. On this page here, we have a calendar view. It shows existing appointments, and it also shows details of the patient that needs to be booked in here, and which I have previously put there and there, and whatever date is selected, it's reflected down on this date here, and we can select a time. I have it edited so that it is from 8 to 5. Select a time there, and the procedure is ECG. Add to calendar, and now if you view the 16th, there is the appointment. The admin user also has other options here from the navigation panel on the left. To view scheduling just means the same calendar view, however this is without the requirement to book in a patient. They can view who has been booked in, under what times, and what their procedure is. So here it has a clear view of the date, the day, the time, patient name, and the procedure they are booked in for. They can go back then to their landing page. They can also check in a patient by selecting Patient Check-in once a patient arrives on site for their appointment. Here you can see that there's a view of today for the upcoming appointments from which we can check in the patient. The admin staff can select here, check in, yes, and that will be reflected further into the system for the cardiology staff to view. They also have an option to view upcoming appointments for this week. They can go back then, and there are many other options here. By selecting COVID-19 responses, they are given a visual here of real-time data. This is a form response. Patients will be sent a questionnaire form to select if they have COVID-19, if they do not, or if they have been tested within the last 7 days. They can also select this option here, appointment condition, and it gives a view of the monthly appointments, a real-time view, and you can see that below on the 7th is highlighted as it is today's date, and there is upcoming appointments thereon. Administration staff can also review statistics based on the referrals they've received. This is real-time data, and it is showing visuals of the age group of the patients that have been referred and where they have been referred from. So here it's just given an example as ward A, B and C, outpatient and A&E. We can see that we've received 8 referrals. 8 of them have all been scheduled appointments and received a COVID form response from all of them. We currently have no pending applications, but as soon as there is one and before an appointment is made, it'll pop up here. Cardiology staff, including cardiologists, technicians, or any relevant staff, can log in by selecting cardiology staff and entering their username and password. The cardiology staff landing page shows a view of upcoming appointments. So here we can see that John Doe is having an appointment today, and from this logo here and this text we can see that that patient has been checked in. So they can go ahead for their procedure. There's also an option to view upcoming appointments for this week. So here we have the upcoming appointments for this week, and here's just an example of how on selection of the toggle from the administration staff of if the patient has been checked in, it's reflected on this dashboard here for the cardiology staff. Then once finished, they can simply log out using the logout button.
Behind the user interface of our booking system, there are processes that capture the data being sent from the doctor's screen that allows it to be seen for the administrative staff. This is our SharePoint list, which acts like a database in this context, where it collects all of the information filled out by the doctor in the referral form and stores it, which can then be fed back into the app for the administrative staff to view on their screen. For the purpose of this example, we will use the name Sam Smith. Note that Sam Smith is not present in the list as it stands. We'll go over to the app, type in Sam Smith, we'll send the referral form, we get a confirmation banner, and then our Sam Smith shows up in our list. Jumping back to our administrative screen, we now have Sam Smith. We can then delete, and then Sam Smith will be removed. Using Power BI, we can do analysis on the referral forms that have been received to date using the SharePoint list that it's stored in. Power BI allows for an easy interface to show various analytical data, in our context being the breakdown of age categories, a bar chart of the wards that the patients are referred from, and again in a simpler table format here on the right. The benefit of this is that if there is any particular trends in age groups or spikes in cardiology referrals from a particular ward, they can react accordingly. And here we have our COVID-19 form response. All of the pre-appointment questionnaires that the patients must fill out before attending appointments are also stored in a SharePoint list that is then used by Power BI to show trends in cases.